Help me reach 100k and we will have a legendary giveaway. 3 copies of Legends Arceus with the #1 winner also winning a Switch system. All you need to do is subscribe and comment on any one of my videos from October 28th to January 28th. The more videos you comment on, the more chances you'll have at winning. Leaving a like or a dislike will help support the channel as well. Be sure to read the rest of the rules on screen, and best of luck with the giveaway. In the midst of all the brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl stuff, here I am talking about potential Let's Go remakes. What's going on, guys? HybridHero here. Are we gonna see Pokemon Let's Go Johto? That's the question we're gonna ask in this video. And right away, I'm gonna tell you that I don't have any definitive proof of it happening or if it not happening, alright? We're gonna talk about some pieces of evidence as to why it might happen, but there's gonna be nothing like definite, nothing 100% absolute. So if you're looking for that kind of stuff, you can click away right now. But there are some hints that are pointing, very few things, but there are a few things pointing towards a potential Let's Go remake. But before that, I'd just like to talk about, why Let's Go might be possible aside from evidence and my personal thoughts on Let's Go games. So if we look at Pokemon as a whole now, it's very different from how it was a few years ago. Generally, every generation lasts a total of 3 years or so. You tend to have your main game of that generation, the extra games of that generation, or extra game rather, and then like the remix, right? I believe in Generation 3 it was Ruby and Sapphire, then Fire Red Leaf Green, then Emerald, but then Gen 4 onwards it's been like Diamond and Pearl, then Platinum, then Heart Gold until Silver. Generation 5, 6, and 7 may not have followed that formula entirely, but whatever they were lacking, they just had like a kind of a gap year. And then Generation 8 didn't have an extra game, but did have DLC, so it went Sword Shield, DLC, and then of course we got Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Now the thing with Generation 8 is, we're obviously getting Legends Arceus, and if you look at it, though I don't consider Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee a part of Generation 8, Bulbapedia, Cerebi, they all consider Let's Go to be the start of Generation 8, as it introduced Melton, Melmetal, which are new Pokemon that you can't bring to Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon, and also these games are on the Switch. And these are considered main series games, so technically, we've had a 4-year run of Generation 8. Because Let's Go came out in 2018, we're already in 2021. Let's suppose that we don't get Let's Go Johto, and we get Generation 9 in 2022, and it comes around the winter season as it normally does. Even if that's the case, Generation 8 would last from November 2018 to November 2022. 4-year generation, it's a pretty long time. I personally count in my heart Generation 8 started at Sword and Shield, but I also do think Let's Go Johto would be very possible. If that's the case, Generation 8 either lasted 4 or 5 years depending on how you looked at it. Now, though I think Let's Go Johto is very possible, I myself am not a fan of the Let's Go series. I think Let's Go overall has a lot of charm. I think it's very pretty. I think aesthetically it's very nice, and they've got a lot of like nice quality of life features. I like the fact that I can get my little cousins who've never experienced Pokemon before or even video games, and I can kind of play with them, and it's a nice bonding experience with people that are much younger. But that's the thing, it's mainly for the ones that are much younger. If I'm playing my little cousin who doesn't know A, B, X, and Y, who doesn't know what they are, it's mainly me guiding him through the game, which is fine. But it's clear that the targeted audience is not me, it's for them, and that's completely fine, but don't lie to me and say these games are for everybody. They're not. I personally never beat my copy of Let's Go Pikachu. I was too bored. I just didn't want to play it again. If I want to play through Kanto, I have the OG Red and Blue Yellow games. I have Fire Red Leaf Green. I can play one of them. Even if I wanted to go through Kanto in a different way, I got Heart Gold Soul Silver. I can just pop up in Kanto there and, do whatever I need to do there. I'd much rather play Kanto in any one of those games than Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, even though Kanto looks the best in the Switch games. But despite that, I wouldn't mind having new Let's Go games, just because we as older Pokemon fans have got Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and Legends Arceus. You can argue that Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl isn't for us. Legends Arceus is coming, and they're catering towards us in a way, so which I'm happy about. They're actually taking things we're complaining about and that we want to see change, and they're bringing it together in Legends Arceus. And since it's been like 4 years since they got a game for the kiddies, like the little kiddies, I think we might see Let's Go Johto. I think it's fair to release a game for them. They might be bored of Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, and to be honest, now it's been 4 years. If they do release Let's Go Johto, then you have a brand new kid, someone who's a 4-year-old who was never around for Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, and this might be their first step into Pokemon. So I'm all for it. I'm all for it. If this is what their marketing strategy is, to like every few years get a Let's Go game for the little kiddies, I'm down for it. It is what it is. And to be honest, we might be seeing one, and I'll tell you why. First, before we get to the Pokemon evidence, I want to talk about the Switch as a console and its successor. There have been a lot of rumors going about of a Switch getting a successor. Initially, this is going to be a new updated kind of Switch, not the OLED. This is totally different. There's gonna be an updated kind of Switch. I don't know what the name was. People are saying Switch Pro, the new Switch, whatever. But it sounds like from recent rumors that this idea has been scrapped and it's gonna be an entirely new system altogether. And this is gonna come out around 2022. End of 2022, if I'm not mistaken. Something like that. But basically it's coming out soon. And if you look at it in terms of the Switch, technically, while it didn't come out the same time as the PS4 and the Xbox One, I think that's what it is. Xbox has got its names all mixed up and it's mixed up in my head, but you know what I'm talking about. Though the Switch and the PS4 and the whatever the Xbox it was were not released at the same time, the Switch, if you kind of look at it, is in the same generation as the PS4 and the Xbox at that time. Xbox One, I think. So technically, Nintendo needs to play catch up. They kind of always do. I wouldn't even say they're competing at this point. Nintendo's kind of doing its own thing, Sony's doing its own thing, Microsoft is doing whatever it's doing. But in terms of generations, Nintendo is the one that needs to have a new system soon. And Nintendo also needs to have a 4K system, like the PS5 and I believe the Xbox Series can play in 4K. Nintendo does not have a system that can play in 4K yet. And if they are going to release a new Nintendo system that can play in 4K, I would imagine they would want the new generation of Pokemon to be on that new system. Do you remember what happened when Black and White came out and Black and White was on the DS, and then Black 2 and White 2 came out and that was also on the DS, and then at this point everyone had a 3DS system? Yeah, Black 2 and White 2, though they're amazing games and some of the best in the entire series, were the worst selling Pokemon games, main series Pokemon games, and I'm pretty dang sure it's because everyone was moving over to a new handheld system, while Black 2 and White 2 was released for a dying handheld. The Nintendo DS still slaps. It still slaps as a system, but it was just a dying system at that point in time. So I can't imagine Game Freak wanting to make Generation 9 for a dying system. Does that make sense? If they're going to have any kind of new game, Let's Go Johto actually works perfectly. It would be a good holiday game to sell. People will still buy it. The kids will buy it. You can get bundles out. Even if the Switch gets a price drop, you can sell that so easily. And even if the new system does come out, parents will want to buy Switches for the kids because it's still technically new. The kids won't know any better, and you can still sell Let's Go Johto. So I think if the rumors for the new Nintendo system are true, this is a very smart move. Incredibly smart move. And then if you look at it in terms of the anime, I don't think anyone can predict what's happening in the anime right now. Ash is like so close to Masters 8. He still has a lot of work to do, but it's looking like it's going to happen. But Go probably has to catch a lot more Pokemon. He's got Suicune. They could incorporate something to do with Suicune, Entei, Raikou, and Ho and Lugia with his capture of the legendary beast. Who knows? I try to look to the anime for clues all the time. I've talked to JPR, I've talked to Raph, I've talked to Zach, I've talked to everybody, and I don't think any one of us can predict what's happening in the anime or what's gonna happen. We're at the point where I think even Journeys doesn't know what it's gonna do. So I mean, Journeys can pretty much do whatever at this point. But like, if they did have a section for Let's Go Johto and they had to, you know, postpone, like basically I feel like Journeys can go on for 2 more years if it wanted to. Like they can do whatever pretty much. Right, you just have to postpone a lot of Ash's battles. You just have to keep catching stuff, Project Miu, let that keep going. You can have more characters appear in the anime from previous seasons, and the anime will still go. So I don't know, Journeys is not really a reliable source this time around, unfortunately. But the game probably has one of the biggest hints. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, sorry. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl has probably one of the biggest hints, and that's when you receive your Miu from the person in Floroma Town, the man will actually say, oh, you've played Let's Go in Kanto. Here's your Miu, right? Yo, tell me why he's specifying Kanto. Why is he saying Let's Go in Kanto? Let's go. I'm sorry, I didn't know we can play Let's Go somewhere else. I'm pretty sure we can only play Let's Go in Kanto, unless you're trying to say that we can play it in Johto? Huh? And like, think about it this way, right? The 493 Pokemon, oh, it's only the 493 Pokemon that are available in the Sinnoh Dex in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. You don't go beyond Arceus in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, right? What mythicals can you get? You got Mew from Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, which is a Kanto game. You got Jirachi, which is a Hoenn mythical, but comes from Sword and Shield because they need to find a way to tie that in. And it comes from the Wishing Stars, it makes sense, but it's a Hoenn mythical. Manaphy is a mystery gift, that's cool. Arceus is not in the game yet, but it will more than likely be there through connectivity through Legends Arceus. We have in-game evidence for that. I have a video talking about Legends Arceus Easter eggs in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. You can check that out. It pretty much confirms that Legends Arceus and Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl connectivity is happening, and that you can transfer Pokemon from Legends Arceus into Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. What generation of mythicals are we missing here? Oh yeah, that's right. We're missing Johto. We're missing Celebi. And what would be the best way to get Celebi at this point? If you had a Let's Go Johto game connected to Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, boom, there's your Celebi for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Just think about it, right? You have a mythical, you have a Pixie for every other legendary covered, but you don't have Celebi. Celebi is not obtainable. Darkrai and Shaman are confirmed to be event legendaries. We're gonna get them one way or another through mystery gift or whatever, right? So Sinnoh has 4 mythicals: Manaphy, Darkrai, Shaman, Arceus. And all 4 of them are covered. The only other mythicals you got are Mew, Celebi, Jirachi, and Deoxys. Forget Deoxys, alright? Deoxys is probably just gonna be like a meteorite came from somewhere. I don't know what Deoxys is gonna be. They can do whatever with Deoxys. But they've covered Hoenn, they've covered Kanto, they have not touched Johto. I'm telling you, Johto, like, Let's Go is gonna be the way to get Celebi. Probably. I can't say for sure. Maybe it'll be Pokemon Go connectivity. Who knows? Speaking of Pokemon Go, the other big piece of evidence is that Pokemon, I don't even know if it's evidence, but I'm going to talk about it here anyways. Pokemon Go is having their heritage events, and this is going to last from December 1st to March 1st. All right. And what's funny is this heritage event, at first, it looks like it's to be a Legends Arceus themed thing, but it's not. It's Ecruteak City, actually. Ecruteak, it's a Johto thing, right? And that's not too surprising because it seems Pokemon Go is having a Johto tour or something. They did this last year with Kanto, so they're having one this year with Johto, right? That's nothing too crazy. You go from Kanto to Johto, makes sense. Except the Johto tour is on February 26th and February 27th. That was not the case last year. And do you know what February 27th is? February 27th is Pokemon's anniversary. That's the day every year, that's the day where we come out and we get new games, we get new announcements, new everything, right? I think it's intentional that the 27th it has the Johto tour. And that, you know, I feel like there's gonna be something there. I think so. I think there's gonna be something there. And the 27th, not only are we gonna have the Johto tour in Pokemon Go, but we're also gonna have Let's Go Johto. I don't see why they would make an event last that long till March 1st. That's so crazy. I don't know. You would think they would do something Sinnoh related for Legends Arceus or something. Or because of Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl and Legends Arceus, you think you'd mash them together, have this remaining period be for Sinnoh. But no, Johto. Why? That's crazy, right? And even then, the Sinjoh Ruins is not accessible to us. I don't know if they'll be accessible in Let's Go, but you know, maybe because we're in Johto, we'll be able to go to the Sinjoh Ruins, and that's how we get to see it then. I'm just being hopeful at that point. Discard that, but it's fair to bring up, I guess. The last thing I want to bring up, it's not even evidence, but I forgot to talk about it, so I'm going to talk about it here, is that Samus Hunter, who's a credible leaker and news insider, is saying that a little teaser, a riddle for something that we will see in the future. Is it Pokemon related? Kinda. And there's an image of Cleffa. Now, people are saying that this is Let's Go evidence. I don't think so. Maybe it's Let's Go Johto evidence, but I don't think so. It's weird that Cleffa is the Pokemon that's being shown. Maybe it has something to do with stars. I don't know, like Super Smash Brothers All-Stars JRPG. I don't. Maybe that's what it is, and that's why the Cleffa's there to represent the star aspect. But she's saying, is it Pokemon related? Kinda. That doesn't make me. I don't think that means it's Let's Go Johto. That doesn't make sense. If it was Pokemon related, she wouldn't say kinda. You know what I'm saying? But that's there, so I just want to bring it up. I did talk about previous Let's Go titles for every region, if you guys want to check that out. But I will say that I'm really torn. Like, I don't particularly care for Let's Go series, but I can see why we need them. And I would like to see Generation 9 sooner than later, because I'm sick and tired of Generation 8. We'll see how Legends Arceus goes. I'm just sick of the Sword and Shield competitive scene, to be honest. But I wouldn't mind, I think. I think ultimately I wouldn't mind seeing Let's Go Johto. And I think it's very possible that we will see Let's Go Johto. I'm not saying for sure. I'm not saying anything's concrete once again. But I think it's possible. Do let me know how you feel about that possibility. I am curious to know. I already know Zach is going to hate it. So there's that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm still planning to make more Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl videos. But it was nice talking about Let's Go. It's been a while. Take care of yourselves, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys on the next video, alright? Later.